Welcome back, Kindred Spirits. I am Donna Goodett, and thank you for joining us today. Throughout this holiday series, we're exploring the timeless messages found in beloved classics like It's a Wonderful Life, The Polar Express, Miracle on 34th Street, The Year Without a Santa Claus, A Christmas Carol, and Yes, Virginia, There Is a Santa Claus. They're all stories that remind us of hope, belief, kindness, and the quiet power of the human spirit. And these episodes are not very long. They're between 8 and 12 minutes long, so you can listen to them on the go. You can listen to them if you have a few moments. And as an extra special bonus, I was guided to create original guided meditations to go with each podcast episode. So along with the episode, I've created a separate gentle guided meditation moment. And these meditations are completely standalone. You don't need to listen to the episode first, but they're simply an invitation to pause, breathe, reflect, and carry the message a little deeper into your own heart. So you'll find the meditation immediately following the episode, if and when you feel guided to listen. I really hope you enjoy the heart that went into each episode. Let's begin. This episode has been sitting with me for a while because It's a Wonderful Life isn't just a holiday movie to me. It's something I've carried with me for years. It's a mirror. And sometimes mirrors don't just show us who we are, they remind us who we forget to be. I have a wooden sign in my dining room that stays up all year long, and it simply says, It's a Wonderful Life. And every time I walk past it or look up at it, it gently reminds me of something important, that even if I'm having a bad day, that doesn't mean I have a bad life. I also have small bells on lighted trees in my home with a little engraved tag that says the same thing. It's a wonderful life. And those things bring me peace. They're quiet reminders, almost like little anchors, especially on days when life feels heavy. I started watching It's a Wonderful Life when I was about 14 years old. And for at least the last 15 years, I've watched it faithfully every single year. It never feels old to me. It never feels outdated. It still gives me that warm, fuzzy feeling inside, the kind that settles into your chest and reminds you that maybe, just maybe, things are going to be okay. And I've noticed something over the years. Each time I watch it, something different stands out. I truly believe we notice different things in the movie depending on what we're missing in our own lives or what we're being invited to bring back in. This film came out in 1946 at a time when the world was trying to rebuild after loss, trauma, and even uncertainty. People were asking big questions about life, sacrifice, and meaning. And honestly, that doesn't feel all that different from today. We live in a world where so many people feel exhausted, overwhelmed, and unseen, where worth is measured by productivity, income, followers, or how successful we appear from the outside, where people quietly ask themselves, Am I enough? Or has my life actually mattered? George Bailey asked those same questions long before social media, the hustle culture, or constant comparison. And that's part of why this story still matters. George isn't a villain. He isn't selfish. He isn't lazy. He's a good man who gave and gave and gave. He delayed his dreams and he put everyone else first. And over time, that quiet self sacrifice turned into exhaustion, resentment, and even despair. So let me gently ask you something. Where in your life have you been giving without replenishing yourself? Where have you told yourself, this is just how it is, even though something inside you feels heavy or depleted? One of the most powerful truths in this story is that George didn't suddenly lose his worth. He lost his perspective. And that happens to many of us. When stress piles up, when finances feel tight, when relationships strain, when illness, grief, or disappointment enter the picture. we stop seeing ourselves clearly. We start believing our lives are defined only by what we haven't done instead of what we have given. Clarence the angel doesn't shame George. He doesn't lecture him. He doesn't tell him to be grateful. He simply shows him the truth that every life touches other lives. That message feels deeply spiritual to me. No matter what your faith or belief system may be, it reminds us that we're connected, that nothing we do exists in isolation, that love leaves fingerprints long after moments pass. So let me ask you this. If someone could show you the unseen moments of your life, the comfort you gave, the steadiness you offered, the kindness you shared without recognition, what might you finally understand about yourself? We're taught to chase more in the world, more money, more recognition, more achievement, more material things. But It's a Wonderful Life gently reminds us that meaning often lives in places we overlook, in showing up, and staying through the hard things, and choosing integrity over ease, and caring when it costs us something. And yet, the movie also offers a quiet warning. Self-sacrifice without self-compassion can become dangerous. George didn't reach his breaking point because he failed. He reached it because he never allowed himself grace. So let me ask you honestly, do you allow yourself grace when things don't work out? Or do you measure yourself only by what went wrong? On the bridge scene, that moment of despair, it's uncomfortable to watch, and sometimes even uncomfortable to talk about. And it should be, because it reflects the silent suffering so many people carry today. People who smile while drowning, people who function while feeling empty, people who believe their pain doesn't count because, quote, others have it worse, unquote. But this story reminds us of something important. Your pain counts. Your exhaustion matters. Your life is worth saving emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Clarence earns his wings not by fixing the world, but by helping one person remember their worth. Maybe that's the invitation for us too. Not to save everyone, not to be everything to everyone, but to remember and gently remind that lives have meaning simply because they exist. So I'll leave you with this reflection. If today was the day you stopped measuring your life by what you lack and started honoring it for what you've given, how might that change the way you see yourself? You don't need a dramatic moment to prove your value. You don't need to earn your worth. You don't need to be extraordinary to matter. Your life already has meaning, even in the ordinary, even in the unseen, even in the quiet seasons. And just in case you need that reminder today, you are never too much. And you are always, always enough.